my channel. I wanted to come on here today, and as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title of the video, I'm just going to dive right into it. I think that I owe that to you guys. I think that in the grand scheme of things, this is the direction that I want the video to go in. So my most recent video, or my last video that I posted on my channel, which was 3 weeks ago, was stop feeding weight loss patients fast food. And I'm just gonna be real. The hate that I've received on my channel, and not just stemming from that video, actually from my video about Adipex, about Phentermine, the hate has been actually kind of concerning. Mentally, before weight loss surgery, I've not been in the best place. I'm not the strongest person in the world. Things do hurt my feelings, and YouTube is a passion for me. It's a side thing. It's a very important part of my life, or it's become a very important part of my life because my weight loss surgery is such an important part of my life, and maintaining my health post weight loss surgery and pre weight loss surgery is so important to me, and I wanted to share that journey with you guys. I made a community post about this. I made an Instagram post about this. So I'm actually going to read. I copied and pasted it. So I'm going to read, not really word for word, but kind of like verbally say this opposed to just posting it, because a lot of times words and intent behind those words can be assumed, and I don't want any assumptions when it comes to my feelings and my thoughts on this. I want to start by saying I love and respect each and every one of you. Even if our opinions differ, that does not mean that I look at you any differently than I would someone who has the same opinion as me. I think that it's a vital part of growth to be able to sit down with other individuals, or to have an adult discussion online about something that we may not agree upon, because we all have different thinking processes. What I do is different than what you may do, or it may be the same as what you would do, or whatever. That's why we are all individual. That's why we are all our own person. We are created in the image of God, and we operate thus. I made the decision to unlist my video because I have not publicly said this, but I have been berated. I have been called ignorant. I have been called self-centered. I have been called incompetent because of my decision, number one, to take diet pills, and number two, to stand up for someone who could not stand up for themselves. You guys, I didn't give all of the major details about that situation because necessarily it wasn't my story to tell. I only spoke on what my involvement was and how I felt in that moment about what was being done to Vanessa. That's why I shared it. YouTube may be entertainment to a lot of you guys. You guys come on here, you get your dose of, your favorite content creator, and you go on about your day. I share actual, real, and whole parts of my life with you guys. I share important information from different, encounters that I have. I share that with you guys, and that is a choice. And I know that there's going to be hate. I know that people are going to have differing opinions. And I know that people are not going to agree with me all the time, and I am perfectly fine with that. Please, let's have a meeting of the minds. As long as you are respectful to me, I'm going to be respectful to you. But don't ever think for a moment, and I may lose subscribers behind this, that you can talk to me any kind of way and I'm just not going to say anything because I'm a content creator. Number one, I'm a human being. And number two, treat people the way you want to be treated. Why would you come onto a platform and disrespect someone and expect them to be nice and cordial and friendly and loving to you? I just think it's important that we understand the dynamic of where we're in. I look so rough today, and I don't know why. Probably because I'm emotional and I'm just upset. I don't know how to navigate this part of my journey, or at least the YouTube part. I don't necessarily know what to do at this point. So I'm kind of like in a weird spot, to be honest. Not only have I been the victim of berating and belittling and verbal abuse from people who are my subscribers, I have been sent screenshots and different information by you guys and for people who are in other weight loss groups about people who have posted actual statuses about me and my content and my opinion about certain things. Y'all, I am not a doctor. I don't come on here and say, hey, I'm telling you what to do it, because I'm a medical professional and what I say is bond. I get on here and I share my journey. And so it's so hurtful to me to know that people are taking the time out of their day to say how horrible of a human being I am for choosing to stand up for somebody. And the part that I feel like I need to take accountability for is the title. The title, it can lead you to think that I think all fast food is bad, or one of a young lady that commented, she said, hey, that makes people think that fast food is bad. But from what I can recall, you were eating fast food. Absolutely, I did. I was at a different stage in my journey than Vanessa was. And I made the decision to go and get that food myself, opposed to someone bringing it to me against my will. And like I said, you guys don't know the full detail of the situation because it's not my story to tell. I just know how I felt in that moment, and I did what I thought was right. I'm not saying, no, it is not our position, it is not our duty, it is not our responsibility to stand up for anybody who makes the conscious decision to have weight loss surgery. It's not our responsibility to hold them accountable. It's not our responsibility to do anything for anybody who is an adult and has a working, thinking, cognitive mind and can make decisions for themselves. But I will say this. The logic behind that, and this is just my differing opinion, if I couldn't swim and I chose to jump into a pool, I made the choice to jump into this pool knowing that I could not swim. Would you, as a bystander, be like, just gonna let her drown because she made the choice to jump in the pool knowing she couldn't swim? That's how I felt about Vanessa's situation. That's how I felt about the person bringing her food. That is how I felt. Yes, she made the decision to have the surgery. And yes, she should be able to be like, you know what? Nope, I'm not going to do that. But that's not always the case. Everyone is so different on this journey. We're just on different paths with the same goal. And I could not stand by after some things that she had told me and allow this to continue to happen. And no, I'm not going to be there every day. And no, I'm not going to be able to police her and tell people not to bring her food. But I was there and I was able to stand up for her. And for that moment, not only did I feel justified and I felt correct in my actions, Vanessa thanked me. She thanked me for standing in the gap for her. And that's all that mattered to me, was that Vanessa felt she wasn't alone and that she felt that someone had her back. And that she was able to come out of that situation and is now making better decisions. And she is more educated and she feels more comfortable asserting herself with certain people. And that's all that mattered to me. I want you guys to know that I stand behind my decision to stand up for Vanessa. Hang on, let me open my window because it's hot in here. I fully stand behind my decision. I wouldn't change it. Not only would I not change it, I would do it again. I would stand up for her again and again and again and again if need be. I never want you guys to feel like I am trying to push my opinion on you, or that I'm trying to make you guys do what I do, or live how I live, or see things how I see. I come on YouTube to share my story, to share my journey, to share my experience, because this is therapeutic to me. You know, you guys get to see a small little snip of what I call my life. You guys get to see a small portion of what it is that I live every day. I would never come on to your page or speak on something that you're going through and call you ignorant and self-centered. It's just some of the most hateful and vile things come from people within the weight loss surgery community, and I do not understand. But I said all that to say, to those who send me love and who respectfully, disagree with my actions or disagree with my stance and are able to speak to me like a human being, because I deserve respect, just like each of you deserve respect, I appreciate that. I revel and I want to get to know you guys on that type of level. But what I refuse to do is to sit down and to be made to feel like I am ignorant or stupid or, whatever for the decisions that I make. If my decisions are not directly putting someone in harm, I'm going to do whatever it is that I feel is right for me at that moment, in time. I respect all you guys. I love all you guys. You guys are welcome to come here and tell me how you feel about what I'm doing. You can tell me I'm crazy. Like, girl, what you got going on? But just be respectful to me. The same way that in my response, I try to be respectful to you guys. I don't want anyone to feel like they can't talk to me, because you can talk to me about anything that's on here. I tell you guys, there's not much that I hold back, and if you guys don't know anything about me from following me on through my journey, please know that I'm gonna be real through and through. But the ones who have made it their business and their objective to hurt my feelings and to belittle me, and it almost feels like I'm trying to be pushed. People are trying to push me off of YouTube. I'm a big believer that what we put out is what we get back. So I hope that you're never in a position where you are made to feel the way that some of you guys have made me feel. I've been told, that people hate me. And I think the most disgusting of messages that I got was that someone had wished that I had died during my surgery, because in the grand scheme of things, how could you fix your mouth to say that to somebody? And I try not to get emotional, but it makes me so mad, and it hurts my feelings so bad. And, and it really makes me contemplate whether or not I want to get on here and do this anymore. But then I know for every negative comment, there's 100 wonderful, loving, caring individuals who care about me, who care about my journey, who have been there from day one, who support me, who are honest and caring and loving when it comes to their feedback on my journey. I just have a lot to think about, you guys. And I think that what we all need to know is that a part of growing is growing outside of what you think because some people feel that their opinion is the only opinion that matters, or that their stance is the only one that's right. And that's the thing. Just because we have two differing opinions doesn't mean that one of those opinions are right. We can agree to disagree. Both of those opinions can be wrong. Two things can be right at the same time, or two things can be wrong at the same time. It is okay. The world is not black and white. There's so much gray in between. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I think that I have, exhausted myself enough. I do have some content that I had pre-recorded for Vlogtober, but once the hate started piling up, I actually just didn't feel compelled to put any content out, because I'm like, well, right now the temperature seems to be a little off, and maybe I should wait. I'm going to put out some videos, of course, for November. I don't know how many. And as sad as this makes me, I think my time may be coming to an end as far as sharing my VSG story goes. Like I said, I have a lot to think about. I have a lot to really do. I have to do some soul searching. I really have to weigh out my options. I really have to think about whether or not I want to be picked apart by people who don't know my true intentions, by people who don't know how I smell, don't know how tall I am in person, don't know my last name. Because as easy as it is to say, well, those things don't bother me, those things bother me. Because all we are is the legacy we leave behind. And when people talk about me, I want them to say kind and nice and real things about me. And I just can't thrive in toxicity. I love you guys so very much. Like I said, I have some videos coming out during the month of November. I plan to do a week of content for Thanksgiving like I did last year. Hopefully that works out. I love you guys. To those who are supportive of me, those who love me, those who care for me, those who genuinely put their best foot forward into, understanding me and understanding that we are different on each end of the spectrum, I appreciate that and I respect you and I thank you. Thank you guys for being here. I love you so much. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I love you guys.